Now listen to me real good. He left you for somebody else. Oh, okay, all right, all right. That's cool, that's cool. First thing you gon' do, don't chase him. When someone you love walks away from you and chooses someone else, it's natural for your heart to want to reach out. You want to call. You want to text. You want to understand why. You think if you just said the right thing, maybe they'd realize they made a mistake. Maybe they'd come back. But listen, chasing someone who left is not love. It's desperation, and nothing beautiful grows out of desperation. The hardest thing you will ever do is stand still when everything inside you is screaming to run after them. But that is exactly what you must do. When a person makes the decision to walk out of your life, you have to respect that choice, even when it hurts. You have to understand that their departure is a revelation, not rejection. They're showing you who they are. Believe them. Love should never have to be begged for. If you have to convince someone to stay, they were already halfway out the door anyway. Your love, your time, your energy, all of that is too valuable to be poured into someone who didn't recognize it. It's worth when they had it freely. Chasing after them won't bring you peace. It won't heal the wound they created. It will only deepen your hurt, because every unanswered call, every ignored text will feel like another slap in the face. You deserve better than that. You deserve someone who is excited to stay, someone who chooses you every single day without hesitation. That kind of love can't be forced. It can't be earned through pleading or perfect words. It can only be given freely from someone whose heart beats for you without question. Every time you stop yourself from reaching out, you're teaching your soul a powerful lesson. You are enough, with or without them. You are reminding yourself that your value does not shrink because someone else couldn't see it. It takes strength to walk away with your dignity intact. It takes courage to let go when your heart is breaking. But it is that strength and that courage that will lead you into the next, better chapter of your life. You have to understand that silence is powerful. When you stop chasing, you take back your power. You stop giving them the satisfaction of knowing they still have a hold over you. Instead, you focus inward, you heal, you grow. You become so busy loving yourself, building yourself, and living your best life that their absence becomes irrelevant. In time, the pain will fade. In time, you will see the breakup not as a loss, but as a blessing, a painful but necessary redirection toward something greater. So when he leaves, let him go. Don't chase, don't beg, don't try to fix what clearly wasn't meant to be. Trust that life and love will lead you to someone who sees you for the incredible, unstoppable, beautiful soul that you are without you ever having to run after them. Your value is not determined by who chooses you or who walks away. Your value is something you are born with. It is built into your very existence. When someone leaves you for someone else, it can shake your confidence to the core. You start questioning yourself, wondering if you were good enough, pretty enough, smart enough. You replay every moment, looking for where you might have gone wrong. But the truth is, their decision to leave is not a reflection of your worth. It's a reflection of their inability to see it. Recognizing your own value means understanding that you don't need anyone's validation to be complete. You don't need someone to stay to prove you are lovable. You are lovable right now, just as you are. Someone not seeing your worth doesn't decrease it. A diamond doesn't lose its value just because someone chooses a piece of glass instead. It remains a diamond. It remains precious, rare, and unbreakable, and so do you. Sometimes people make choices based on their own brokenness, their own confusion, their own lack of understanding of what real value looks like. They may be drawn to drama, chaos, or something that temporarily feeds their ego. That has nothing to do with you. Your job is not to sit around trying to become what they want. Your job is to continue becoming the best, most authentic version of yourself. You don't need to shrink, you don't need to change, and you definitely don't need to compete with anyone else for love. When you know your worth, You stop settling for less than you deserve. You stop accepting half. Love, broken promises, and bare minimum effort. You realize that true love will never require you to sacrifice your dignity. True love will never leave you questioning your place in someone's heart. When you recognize your own value, you naturally start to attract people, opportunities, and experiences that match that energy. You won't have to chase, you won't have to beg, and you won't have to settle. Healing starts with looking in the mirror and reminding yourself of everything you bring to the table. It's about understanding that the right person will recognize your spirit, your loyalty, your heart, and they will treasure it. You don't have to keep auditioning for the wrong roles in people's lives. You don't have to keep proving yourself to those who are too blind to see your light. When someone leaves, it's their loss, not yours. You didn't lose anything valuable, they did. They lost someone who would have loved them with a loyalty and depth most people can only pray for. They lost someone irreplaceable, and eventually they'll realize it. But by then, you'll be too busy living your best life. Thriving in your purpose, surrounded by people who see you, respect you, and love you the way you deserve. Never let anyone's inability to love you correctly make you forget how valuable you truly are. Stand tall. Hold your head high. You are priceless and you always have been. When someone walks out of your life, it can feel like the ground beneath you has crumbled. You might feel abandoned, confused, and hurt. But sometimes what feels like a painful ending is actually divine intervention. Sometimes God removes people from our lives not to punish us, but to prepare us for something greater. He sees the things we don't see. He hears the conversations we're not privy to. He knows the hearts of people even when they're smiling in our faces. And in His mercy, He clears the space. We often pray for blessings, for love, for peace, for happiness. But what we forget is that blessings can't thrive in the middle of chaos. You can't plant seeds in soil that's full of weeds. You can't build a beautiful life while still clinging to people who were only meant to be lessons. When God sees that someone is no longer aligned with your purpose, when He sees that someone will hinder your growth, He allows them to exit your life. And yes, it hurts. It hurts because we don't always understand in the moment. We don't see what He sees. We think we're losing something important, when in reality we're being rescued from something that would have broken us further down the road. Instead of asking, "Why did they leave me?" start asking, "What is God making room for in my life?" Every removal is a setup for a bigger blessing. Maybe that person was blocking your peace. Maybe they were a distraction from the dream God planted in your heart. Maybe their love was conditional, and God knows you deserve something unconditional. It's hard to see it when you're hurting, but trust their departure is a part of the protection plan for your destiny. God's plans are never random. Even the heartbreak has a purpose. Even the rejection is a redirection. If you stay stuck mourning what left, you might miss what's coming. Sometimes the blessing is not in what God gives you, but in what He takes away. Sometimes His greatest gifts are hidden behind the doors He closes. Trusting God means believing that He is working behind the scenes even when you can't see it. It means believing that the table He's preparing for you is going to be so good, you'll look back and thank Him for the doors that slammed shut. You'll thank Him for every no, every heartbreak, every goodbye, because it pushed you closer to the life you were meant to live. When someone leaves, don't sit in bitterness. Don't sit in anger. Sit in faith. Sit in expectation. Because if God cleared that space, it means He's about to fill it with something better, something your heart couldn't even imagine yet. Healing starts when you stop fighting for what God has already removed. Let them go. Trust the process. Believe that your story is far from over. The best chapters haven't even been written yet. When someone leaves you for someone else, the pain can feel unbearable. It's easy to think that the best way to heal is to show them what they lost, to get revenge, or to prove something. But the real path to healing isn't about them at all, it's about you. It's about falling back in love with yourself, about remembering who you were before they came into your life, and even better, discovering who you're meant to become now that they're gone. True healing starts when you focus on yourself, not to hurt them, but to rebuild you. You don't have to chase after closure from them. You don't need their apology to move forward. What you need is to pour all that energy you were giving away back into yourself. Start dreaming again. Start setting goals again. Start treating yourself like the prize you are. Pour into your health mentally, physically, spiritually. Take care of your body, fuel your mind with positivity, and protect your spirit from negativity. When you invest in yourself, you build something no one can take away. Loving yourself is not just about bubble baths and vacations, although those are beautiful too. Loving yourself is about setting boundaries. It's about saying no to things and people that drain you. It's about choosing peace over chaos, self-respect over temporary comfort. It's about recognizing that you are complete all on your own, and that anyone who comes into your life must add to it, not subtract from it. When you start working on your dreams and goals again, something powerful happens. You shift the focus away from what you lost and toward what you're building. Instead of mourning a relationship that ended, you start building a life that excites you. You start to realize that your happiness was never supposed to come from another person, it was supposed to come from within. And when you find that happiness inside yourself, no one can ever take it away again. It's okay to cry, it's okay to grieve, but don't live in that grief. Don't make a home in heartbreak. Feel it, learn from it, and then let it fuel you to rise even higher. You have dreams that need chasing, talents that need sharing, a life that's waiting for you to show up fully. And the beautiful thing is, when you're focused on growing and loving yourself, you won't even notice who's watching. You'll be too busy becoming everything you were meant to be. One day, when you look back, you'll realize that their leaving wasn't the end of your story, it was the beginning of your glow up. You'll thank yourself for not staying stuck in bitterness. You'll be proud that you chose yourself, and you'll see that the love you were looking for from them, you were always capable of giving it to yourself first. Healing is not about proving them wrong. It's about proving to yourself that you were right to believe in your own worth all along. When someone leaves you for someone else, it's tempting to think that the best way to get back at them is to show them what they're missing. And while that might seem like sweet revenge, the real victory isn't about proving anything to them. It's about building a life so rich, full, and joyful that they become irrelevant. Your glow-up is not about making them regret their decision. It's about stepping so fully into your power that their absence doesn't even cast a shadow over your life anymore. When you focus on yourself, your healing, your dreams, your peace, something incredible happens. You start to shine in a way you never did before. It's not a fake glow meant to attract attention. It's a real, deep light that comes from within. It's the light of someone who knows their worth, someone who has walked through the fire and came out stronger, wiser, and more beautiful because of it. That kind of glow cannot be manufactured. It cannot be imitated. It can only be earned by doing the hard, holy work of healing yourself. When your ex sees you later happy, peaceful, thriving, trust me, they will feel it. They'll see the light in your eyes, the confidence in your walk, the freedom in your smile. They might scroll through your pictures or hear about you through mutual friends. And there will be a moment, even if they don't admit it, where they'll realize they lost something rare. But by that time, it won't even matter to you, because your happiness won't be built on their regrets. It will be built on your own growth. The best revenge is not making someone wish they hadn't left. The best revenge is reaching a place where you no longer need their validation at all. It's about living so fully that their opinion becomes background noise to the symphony of your life. It's about creating a life you love so much that you wouldn't trade it for the past, even if you could. Your glow up should never be fueled by bitterness. It should be fueled by love for yourself, love for your journey, love for the life you are creating. Bitterness will only poison your spirit and hold you back. But love will set you free. Love will elevate you. Love will heal every wound and make you stronger than you've ever been. So let them watch, let them wonder, let them feel whatever they're going to feel, but you stay focused, you stay growing, you stay thriving. You owe it to yourself to be the best version of you, not because you want to prove something to them, but because you deserve it. Your glow up is your gift to yourself, a reminder that no matter who leaves, no matter who doubts you, you are still destined to shine, and nothing and no one can take that away from you. When someone leaves you for someone else, the biggest mistake you can make is standing still, stuck in that moment of loss. It's easy to replay everything over and over in your head, wondering what you could have done differently or mourning what could have been. But if you stay there stuck in the past, stuck in the heartbreak, you rob yourself of the beautiful future that's still waiting for you. The truth is, their departure is not the end of your story. It's the beginning of a new chapter, and it's one where you move on and level up. Leveling up means choosing yourself every single day. It means recognizing that while someone else's decision may have broken your heart, it did not break your spirit. You are still standing. You are still breathing. You are still capable of building a life that is bigger and better than anything you left behind. Moving on doesn't mean you forget what happened or pretend it didn't hurt. It means you take that pain and you turn it into fuel. You use it as a stepping stone to rise higher than you ever thought possible. It starts with small steps. You wake up and make a choice. Today, I choose me. Today, I choose healing. Today, I choose progress. Some days it won't feel glamorous. Some days moving on will just mean getting out of bed, going to work, taking care of yourself. But every small step you take away from the pain is a victory. Every moment you invest in your growth, your peace, and your future is another brick laid in the foundation of your new life. Leveling up also means raising your standards, not just in relationships, but in every area of your life. It's about realizing that you deserve more than the bare minimum. You deserve people who show up for you, who see your worth without you having to explain it, who love you openly and consistently. It's about refusing to settle for crumbs. When you were meant for a feast, when you truly move on, you stop accepting less than you deserve just because you're afraid to be alone. You understand that being alone and whole is far better than being with someone and feeling half loved. As you grow, you'll start attracting better friends, better opportunities, better love. You'll start to see that the breakup wasn't a punishment, but a redirection towards something far greater. You'll stop seeing yourself as a victim of heartbreak and start seeing yourself as a survivor, a warrior, a champion of your own story. And one day, without even realizing it, you'll look around and realize you're happy, genuinely happy, not pretending, not forcing it, just living, thriving, smiling for real. You'll realize that the pain that once felt unbearable is now just a distant memory, a part of your story, but not the definition of it. You moved on, you leveled up, and you became everything they never deserved and everything you always were destined to be. Thank you